Bienvenido and Wahi. I hope each and every one of you feels welcome. Hey family, so I'm back, Destiny again. I'm here to get started on our next topic, which is road rage. Family, please tell me you don't have any. Now, one thing about it, I'm not exactly 100% sure, but I do believe I hit on this in a previous video, but it was like in the midst of a different topic. I don't even remember exactly which one. So this is a brand new, solely all about road rage video. That's the topic for today. It's very touchy. Not even that it's anything personal, but when I say it's touchy, I'm always reminded of a story of a young woman, and if I'm not mistaken, her name is Bianca. I don't remember the last name, but I will definitely be dropping information specifically about her murder in this video, so you'll know all the stuff I'm talking about. You'll be able to see it up close and personal. Beautiful young black woman. She was just finishing high school and about to go in college. As a matter of fact, I think she was shopping and gathering things to get prepared for college. Sometimes I think I'm an empath and I connect to things when I'm in the midst of them, whether it's by way of hearing it, reading it, or just getting the information however I'm getting it. It's something about her story. It just seems like an innocent teenager. And it seems like probably an inexperienced driver, right? 18, 17, 18, just graduated, going to college. Can't be any older than that, or shouldn't have been. And she was on a highway. Some guy, some white man in a vehicle, a pickup truck if I'm not mistaken, thought she cut him off. She probably was a young, teenage, inexperienced driver. We don't know. We'll never know. She's no longer here. Because of his road rage, he shot a gun, a bullet, into her car. Unfortunately, hit her in the head. And that young woman is no longer with us. She died. I don't know. The reason I say I think I'm empath, I don't know if it's empathic or I am an empath, however you say it. Recently just learned that, so it's not something I've been calling myself for years. Someone said it to me when I started reading up on it. I'm like, yeah, I guess I do. It kind of does relate to my personality, some things about myself. But anywho, that story is about somewhere between 5 to 8 years old now, I think. And every time I talk about it, it bothers me because it's like I'm almost connected to what was going on in her car, what she might have been thinking, how innocently she was in whatever was going on, and then she had to lose her life behind it. So it bothers me for that reason. I just don't think a young 18-year woman, not to say she couldn't have been, not to say she couldn't be, but if you think, because we know some hot-head teenagers that act like, ooh, they grown, they too mouthy, they have no respect. But if you think about a young woman just graduated from high school and she's off to college, that baby has something on her mind. She had something on her mind. Probably not being disrespectful on a road, disrespectful to her elders, and so on and so forth. Probably just, man, I'm an experienced driver and I pride myself in knowing I'm a safe driver. I can't tell you how many times I've accidentally done something on the road, and I now know as an older woman not to even like throw up my hand and be like, oh, I'm sorry, because people take a hand gesture as you're pulling a gun on them, you're flipping them off. In my head, I apologize and I just keep moving. And I learned, don't put your hand up like, oh, I didn't mean to, because nobody knows what hand gestures are in a car. So that's just my theory, my thought process. A young woman just graduated from high school could be at a strip club dancing. Not to say there's anything wrong with it, but meaning maybe she hasn't articulated, and that means made a decision. She hasn't figured out, decided what she wants to do with her career. So let me just go make some fast money. There's nothing wrong with it. Working at McDonald's again, haven't figured out what I want to do for a career, but I'll do this for some cash. But she had something on her mind. She was going to college. It's things over there in that college building, you can grab and achieve some things in that establishment, in that building, that business of college. That's where that baby was headed. So I just don't know why she would have been on the road being angry or disrespectful or violent or annoying. Not to say she couldn't have been. I didn't know the young lady. If you look at her, if you're an empath or you're somebody that can read energies, you get a very innocence just looking at her picture. I have several, and I have them because I've shared this story with a few people that I know personally that I think have road rage issues. I've been in the vehicle with somebody. I thought I was going to lose I thought I was going to be a cat and lose 9 lives that I don't even have. That's how many times I thought I was going to die in that car. Whether I came back or not, I was like, Jesus. I shared it with that young lady. So I've shared it, and that's why I have so many images of it. And it always touches me. It's a reminder. I don't think I've ever been a road rage person, a person with road rage. I've had moments where I got out of my vehicle, I used to drive a SUV, stood on my ledge and told a lady off because she was mad because I didn't run a red light. She was mad because cars was going through, the light had turned yellow, and like 2 cars went through the yellow. I got there, it was like yellow red. I could have gone through it. I wasn't in the mood to run a light that day. And at the time, I drove a very big SUV. So to hit brakes on that joker, you're going to end up in the middle of the road anyway, having to back up. I knew how to manage my vehicle. I don't know why I happened. Maybe just when when you're driving, you look in the rearview mirrors, you look in the back. And so what happened that day when I looked in the back, I just happened to see her flipping me off and da-da-da-da. I was much younger. It did something to me though. I was like, chick, are you seriously mad because I didn't run a red light? You mad because baby, even if I had run it, you would have run the red light after a good 6 seconds at least. It was red. So just the sight of me seeing her behind me doing all these flipping movements, and I could have just ignored her, but I think I know what it was. She's mad because I didn't run her. Ma'am, you mad because I obeyed the law? You mad? So I opened my door, stood on the ledge of my SUV, and turned around and just let her have it. I don't even know if I cursed at her. But I was like, and what? And what? Yes, I stopped. The light was red. What you mad about? So it wasn't to the point I was wanting to like throw hands and, have a huge brawl on the side of the road. But it was kind of like a common sense thing. Like, ma'am, common sense told me to stop. The light was red. I'm driving a big vehicle. And she was also driving a smaller SUV. So I was like, this what we doing? You mad? So that's a moment I had. But that particular one was a moment I had. And I brought it up to say, I'm not a person that's just always irate on the road. That lady just made me hot while she was mad at me because I didn't run a red light. I'm not a person that just sets out to be angry with everybody on the road, curse everybody out, so on and so forth. I'm not. The older I get, I don't drive like a grandma. I'm not saying that, but I'm very mindful and I'm very cautious, as if you was putting a very young person in a car with inexperience. And I'm very courteous on the road. Baby, if you need to get over, get in front of me. I see everybody bumper to bumper inching and don't want you to get over. Sweetheart, get in front of me. Because for me, it's not that serious. It just really isn't. Sometimes I kind of want to go too. And I may see like, oh, there's a gap already behind me. Get in right there. But if I don't let you in, I'm not being mean. Like, you ain't getting in front of me. 9 out of 10, I'm a person, get in front of me. I'm going to stop and get your attention. Come on out. Everybody trying to let you out. I will. Get out. Come on and get in front of me. Just however I can be courteous on the road. I do know that after that incident with the lady, I started to remember like that could have gone a lot of ways bad. I could have opened my door. She didn't know what I was going to do. I could have gotten blown away with a gun, a weapon. So I thought about it, and we both were very heated. So after that incident, I know I kind of started to be more mindful on the road and slow down and pay attention to what I was doing. And like, that was so silly, and she was mad at me for no reason. Don't be her. Be kind on the road. And that's kind of what set it off for me. After reading about the Bianca thing, that really sent me. It sent me, family. It tore my heart up. It was just horrible what I felt. So I definitely like to recommend that. I always say all my videos are about my opinions and my advice. I don't tell other grown people what to do. Even if I say, go out there and do da-da-da, it's a suggestion. I'm never saying do it because I said it. I'm not that chick. So I would like to say be mindful though on the road. It's not that serious to be angry and upset with somebody for crazy reasons. And so I'm going to bring up a few different things as to what I've experienced, as to why I might have been like a nuisance on the road, meaning annoying to someone else on the road, not even meaning to. Same for that young lady. Gosh, just 18 years old. I'm trying to go to college, not to my grave. Let's sit on that for a minute. A young African American woman got murdered, shots in her head, blown away to death by a Caucasian white man, Caucasian white, same thing I know, in a pickup truck who thought she was running him off the road, and that was his reaction. Let me kill you. Because, baby, they know the reason you shot a bullet in her vehicle. Bullets kill. They don't come to greet, say, hi, how are you today? They don't come and send a message and let somebody know, I'm mad at you for what you just did on the road. That's not what bullets do. I'm having a moment because, again, I hate talking about her story. And it's been years and it still bothers me. But I'm going to share her picture, her story. I think I did already, y'all. I really think that I've already inserted it in a previous video, but it's okay. Because every viewer, every subscriber, every family member won't see all videos. So it'll be maybe a duplicate video to some. Some may just tap on that because they like the title. They won't even see the other one where I kind of merge it in the video. It doesn't matter. I want to talk about it. She's on my mind. She's on my heart. Some of the things I've done on the road that might be annoying to somebody else. And not even trying to be, because I'm a safe driver. Sometimes if I get in a rental car, it's a brand new vehicle. It's a lot about that vehicle I don't know. If you've ever been in a rental car, you know what I'm talking about. You got to acclimate yourself to the brakes, the gas, the seats. Everything feels different from the vehicle that you drive on a regular basis. So, you know, sometimes taking off is weird, and braking is like sometimes you're abrupt and you don't mean to be. It's like, oh, this gas pedal and this brake is different from my personal vehicle. GPS. That sister or brother, whoever's voice you got guiding you down the roadways, the highways and byways, baby, they can be super annoying and they can be super confusing and they can be just as lost as you are. You have reached your destination. Sis, ain't nothing here. What destination I reach, Betty, Betsy, Monica, Marie, whoever you are? Sometimes it's telling you you've reached your destination and you hitting the brakes and people behind you, bah, bah, bah. I'm sorry, I don't know where I am. I don't know, what do I do? Keep driving, slow down, stop, try to get over. Sometimes you just have to do stuff because GPS has sent you. Y'all, it has sent you. We don't even know where, but it sent you somewhere. And you have to regroup or figure it out, or you kind of have to slow down so you can get over. So for me, I want to exit. Because I'll tell you something about certain areas. You can be on highways and you can have an exit every few minutes. Exit, exit, exit. You can also be on a highway and don't have one for 3, 4, 5, 7, 10, 12 miles. Don't nobody want to get caught up and I'm lost and I'm going to get 20 miles lost. Absolutely not. Let me get off. So bonk, 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 all you want. Sis needs to get off. So yeah. You just never know what a person is going through in their vehicle, whether it's personal, GPS, and I'm going to go ahead and add, it might just be them goofing off on the phone. So what? We all know you're not supposed to text and drive. We can talk and drive, but some people get so distracted and crazy in the talking and driving, it still is a hazard on the road. I don't care. It's not enough to get so angry and start popping off at somebody and they pop you with bullets. It's just not worth it. My biggest thing in life as people, we just don't think before acting. I'm a thinker. I pride myself in being a thinker. I'm always thinking. So now you'll probably say, but you hopped out your car. I was much younger. And that's what I did. I thought about it after the fact. And it made me think about it every single time I get in my vehicle, going forward from the future, from that moment throughout the future. That's just what I did. I became a thinker in that aspect. Like, girl, even though you were mad, that was crazy for you to open that door. You didn't even know if she had a man. I didn't know if anybody else was in the car with her or not. I could have opened the door and he could have started shooting. I thought about it after the fact. So when I say I'm a thinker, don't get me wrong. Don't come for me. I'm not saying usually I am a thinker firsthand. I think first. In that moment, I didn't, but I just happened to she flaring her hands. I'm like, oh sis, what? So I think sometimes we just don't think. So if somebody is doing something crazy in the car, think about it. For you to say something or get aggressive or flaring hands, flip them off, roll down the window, cuss them out, throw something, you doing all that, which is crazy. And I'm gonna say safe. Stay with me. Yelling at somebody is safe. Rolling down your window, neck popping is safe. It's crazy, but throwing something at their car might be safe. Cursing them out is safe. Them flying bullets through your car is not. Now what you gonna do? How you gonna wait it out? Get the scale. How you gonna wait it out? He lost their life for yelling at somebody in the car. So I bring this topic up because it's extremely serious. It touches my heart deeply. Like I said, I've not lost anybody personally like that. I sometimes feel like that young woman could have been a daughter. Take her under my wing, precious baby. Gone now, way too soon. And that was her situation on the road, whatever she was doing. Even if she was being young and stupid, she didn't deserve to die. Because I'm sure that man that killed her in his life have done something stupid too. But guess what, dude, you still here. Punk. I know, I had a moment. But it was just a horrible situation. I don't want to see my family members here on my YouTube channel. You come over, you tap into my videos and you subscribe and we're bonding and connecting. I don't want to know anything like that about any of you all. So be mindful on the road. It seriously is not worth the anger that you can evoke from yourself and what the consequences and repercussions for you could be. My biggest thing, you never know what the other person is going through. If you a person that keeps up with TMZ, I use them for a form of news because I'm not really big on the news. But if you're a person that just tap into current events, what's going on in the world. And there was one particular story where a lady parked in a handicap. Her dude got out and went in the store. A man walked up and approached her, parked there. Or she might have sent one of her kids in to get dad, boyfriend, whomever the guy was inside. He comes out to confront dude like, why is you bothering her? You know, we only parked here for a minute, da da da. Again, this was an African American family. The guy that walked up to make the complaint and make the approach was a white guy. I think they got into words. There was a tussle when the white guy fell down on the floor. The images that I remember seeing was when he went down to the floor. I think he went under his pant leg, his sock or something, got out a gun, shot the black man. You know, I kind of wish it had been a gunshot, what they call it, a superficial gunshot, in the leg, in the arm, in the shoulder. He killed him. That's another one that kind of touches me. It was a man protecting his family over something. I'm not going to say stupid, but it was. When you think about somebody's life being gone, it's stupid. Should you park in a handicapped spot and you're not supposed to? You should not. So that's why I say it's not stupid in that sense. It's stupid because somebody lost their life. Nonetheless, he was doing what a man is doing, and maybe he didn't get the full story. Maybe he didn't know if the man had approached the girl. Maybe he didn't know if he spit on her, threw his hand in the window, hit her. Maybe, I don't know how much of the details he knew, but he came out to approach him. And so sometimes if it's something interesting, I will catch it. But I usually get stuff from TMZ. But whoever reported it that I saw it showed the interaction down to the guy pulling the gun. Of course, they didn't show the shot and the guy falling or whatever. And they might have. I don't remember. Either way, another life lost for us. But these types of things happen, and they happen in a way where somebody lost their life and it wasn't warranted. They call it stand your ground in Florida, is what they, I think, said. I don't know. I don't want to get into that. But just be mindful if you are a person who want to get irate and upset with people on the road. You being verbal could cost you your life. I'm going to wrap this video up with a very, very personal friend of mine. We were having a conversation not long ago, and she was talking to me about that particular thing. And obviously, I've not gotten her permission to tell her story, so I will not add her name. But if she watches this video, because she's a subscriber, she'll know I'm talking about her. Respect and love, because I love her to pieces. But we were talking about that, and the reason I'm bringing her story up, and again, it's not that personal because I'm not going to disclose who she is, but she told me about a couple of things and her energy on the road. And because I care about her so much, I just had that conversation. She's the most recent person I shared the Bianca story with in her images. And she just thanked me. She was like, oh my gosh, like, you showing me that, and it gave her some insight. It gave her a new light. I hope it wasn't just for the moment and she carries it on because I care about her. I never want to hear something happen to her in that sense for that reason. But again, that's my whole goal, is to try to reach people, edify you, educate you the best way I can. So that's what I did. I definitely shared that story. I said, baby, I care about you. Please, it's not worth it. So my takeaway of that extreme topic is to be mindful on the road. We've all been there. I'm going to say we all, and that's big because I don't know that we all have, but I'm going to say it because 9 out of 10, I guarantee you, each and every one of us have been in that situation where GPS threw us off, or GPS told us to turn when we weren't sure. I'm terrible. Don't give me no numbers. I'm terrible at numbers. What's 50 feet in a car? If you want me to take my feet in 1, 2, 3, 4, I can do 50 feet that way. Sis, I don't know what 50 feet is driving 150. Turn right. Mary, turn right where? So GPS, I know we've all been there, or in the car with somebody. GPS will send you absolutely nowhere, in a loop, leave you hanging, dangling, and you just have to kind of navigate your vehicle so you don't get too far lost or whatever. So sometimes when you see somebody doing that, be mindful. Maybe they're not driving their car and they're in a different car, a relative's car, a rental, GPS. I don't care what's going on in somebody's car. I've designed it in my brain to believe GPS got them mixed up. That's why they're in the middle of the road. That's why they're acting crazy. It's like the excuse I give people. You could be in your car smoking weed, high, messed up, intoxicated, methed out, on your phone, texting. So for me, everything is about GPS. I blame GPS for everything. It keeps me in a safe place and a safe space of my thinking mode, that I'm not venturing off, getting angry and upset, flipping somebody off and doing all of that. What I like to think is, it's happened to me. GPS has left me in the middle of the road, have told me to turn way too soon, or told me to turn and it turns out that the turn was way sooner than I thought, or I'm turning and this is not where she meant, because you already get the rerouting. I blame everything on GPS. I don't care what the person is in their vehicle doing. As I stated, texting. I'm just going to, because even if that's what it is, if they're being reckless or careless, you can't control it. And so my whole point is, be mindful and safe for yourself on the road. Of course, we all can pop off. Who can't pop off? We can pop off. But what are you getting out of that? To get your blood pressure high, to get yourself worked up, and while you are in the mindset, let me yell, scream, rant, rave, a person could be like, let me shoot you. It's not worth it. So my takeaway for this video is to be mindful on the road. I'm always saying be mindful about everything. Whatever topic we talk about, I'm going to always add the takeaway to be mindful. Because that's what these topics are designed to do, to try to stimulate the brain to where your thought process can be adjusted or shifted if need be. If you're thinking angry all the time, I'm going to try to calm you down, sis, brother, family, uncle. I'm going to try to calm you down. I'm just really big on giving that type of advice. I love to give advice. Another reason why I do the YouTube channel, I'm a thinker, and I think of things a lot of people don't think about. So I love to share it. Not to say that you will agree, you'll jump on board. Some people may not. If I can reach one, that's helpful to me, because I think I live in a safe place. My thoughts are usually in a safe place, usually. I'm usually rational. And I just like to share those things, because sometimes people are in a whirlwind in their thoughts, and they don't know what to do or what to think and how to navigate and how to figure things out. So, that's life, though. We live life like that. We feed off of each other. And so if I'm making it intentional on my YouTube channel to be thoughtful enough to share some of my ideas, then maybe, again, it'll help someone, maybe it won't. One of the things I definitely want to say is that open door policy that I have. Any topics that even if it's a topic I haven't covered yet, but you can always drop a comment down if it's something you want some advice on. I'm not a professional at anything other than being a professional talker. Just came out the womb that way. But yeah, that's all I have for this video, guys. A few personal people that I know that one shared her driving energy wasn't the best, and then someone else I was actually in the vehicle with, I thought I at least 10 times I thought I was gonna die. It was no joke. Literally, when we got to our destination, I had started working out a way for a smooch actually to get me an airline ticket. I was not going to get in the vehicle and ride back. We had a conversation. I expressed my concern, and I also had the option to drive. I had the option to help drive. I didn't want to because of my OCD. I don't want to have to get a canister of wipes and wipe the steering wheel down, the gear shift, and just wipe everything down so I could comfortably get in the driver's seat and drive. Y'all know about my OCD. If you don't, go back. There's some videos about it. Like, what is she talking about? There's a video on it. So I wanted to just be comfortable. And so I didn't take over driving, but I had a conversation and told them that was my plan, to get on the plane and you're going to drive back by yourself. First 2 hours on the road, the person maintained some rational driving, and how they drive is how they drive, so I had to pray the rest of the way. It wasn't as bad going back as it was going, but either way, be mindful. As always, I thank you all for watching, tuning in, and supporting the channel. Stay tuned and keep watching. Come back. Guys, I want to give some Shein items away for giveaways. I've done 2 lives so far. I won't talk about the outcomes. Just know they weren't what I thought they were going to be. I did do a giveaway. Someone actually received a gift. So one of them was super successful. It was just a sweet exchange. I did the live. A person showed up that won a gift. She was safe enough to give me her address. I took it and did just what I was supposed to do with it. Nothing scamish, nothing weird and strange. I got her gift wrapped up really cute. I knew she probably wasn't expecting it, but I put some little really smell good potpourri in it, in her gift bag with a little butterfly on it. Sent it to her safely. She got it, and it was super sweet because when I had it packaged up, I kept saying, Dad, I should have taken a picture of it. And I'm like, girl, you're not getting ready to go undo that bag, and you didn't take a picture, forget it. It was so sweet that it was like she read my energy. She took a whole little small video thanking me for it. It was just the sweetest thing. I still thank her so much for that video because I was like, oh my gosh, it looks cute on the other end. I thought it got delivered to her. It was really cute. So one of the lives was super successful, and I wanted that energy for me because no matter how cute you are on camera, how sweet you are on camera, how positive you are on camera, we still need to be skeptical of people in the real world. So I was apprehensive that she might be like, oh gosh, I'm giving a stranger my address. I'm like, sis, it's safe with me. So the whole exchange is what I'm excited about. It, whether she was apprehensive or not, she trusted me enough to send it. Her gift got there, and I didn't send a hitman to her house. It was just a gift. So it was a sweet exchange. I love it. But I want to do more of those. So again, if you have subscribed, I said that to share this. If you have subscribed, please turn on the notifications. So if I do a live, you can hop in and try to win a gift. Do you see these things behind me? If this is your first video and you haven't watched the 10, 12, or 14 I have there, these items are Shein items. They are free. They are giveaways. And I've got to get that reach from people, that engagement, in order to give them away. I'm not just talking. This stuff got to get out my house. So again, I appreciate you all. Like, make a few comments below, share the link, see if you can get some other people to come over and help out on this channel, help us build this community. Stay tuned, keep watching. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.